The iPhone SE is Apple's cheapest iPhone. But that doesn't mean you can't use it to shoot high-end video. With the right settings and techniques, you can easily create cinematic videos with the iPhone SE. And I'm going to show you how. Let's start with the basics. You can use the iPhone's default camera app for your video. First, you need to choose a resolution and frame rate. Choose 4K at 24 FPS if you are shooting a scene without much motion. If there's a lot of motion, use the 4K 60 FPS option. The default app isn't bad, but advanced shooters might want an app with more options. Personally, I prefer the Pro Camera app by Moment. The app has manual controls. Setting the shutter speed is the key to making it look more cinematic. The general rule of thumb is to keep the shutter speed at double the frame rate. So, if you are shooting at 24 FPS, the shutter speed should be 1/48 of a second. Don't forget to set the video bitrate to high for the best video quality, and turn on the stabilization to keep the video smooth. Stabilization helps, but to really make it look professional, you will need a gimbal. I use the Osmo Mobile 3 for moving shots like this. Use the app to turn on follow mode and try these basic moves. By moving your arm forward or backwards like this, you can create a dolly in or dolly out shot. Moving your arm sideways like this allows you to mimic slider shots. You can also use the joystick to tilt and pan like this. It's super easy and best used when filming static objects like food. For more unique shots, try shooting at a low angle. You have to hold the gimbal sideways like this. Keep a steady walking pace and watch your arm movement. It looks tricky, but with practice, you will soon get great results. If you mount the gimbal onto a tripod, you can do motion time lapses. In the DJI Mimo app, go into time-lapse mode to set the interval, duration, and the path. Setting the path will make the gimbal automatically move from one point to another. You can set up to 4 different points from start to finish. Don't forget to set the video resolution to 4K 24 FPS for the best image quality. Now, let's try some hyperlapse videos. You can shoot those in the DJI Mimo app. I suggest shooting in 1080p with the speed at 30x for the best effect. Always look for a straight and clear path before you start shooting. Walk at a normal pace and hold the gimbal as steady as you can. Even a slight shake can ruin the whole hyperlapse. And for something a little different, mount the gimbal onto a monopod. You can shoot from a higher angle for a more epic effect. The iPhone's camera app has a built-in slow-mo function. You can shoot decent footage like this, but it won't be in 4K. There's a better way, but it requires video editing software. Shoot at 4K and 60 FPS, and use your software to slow the video down. If you slow the video to 40%, you will have footage that plays smoothly at 24 FPS. Don't forget that the faster the shutter speed, the more light you will need. So, it's better to shoot outdoors in daylight to prevent underexposed shots. Sometimes it's too bright outside, And if you're shooting at 24 FPS with 1/48 shutter speed, it's easy to overexpose your shots. Using an ND filter will help cut down the amount of light. It's also really useful when shooting time-lapse videos. With time lapses, you want a slower shutter speed to get motion blur. But remember, a slower shutter speed means a brighter shot. Using the ND filter will help to balance out the brightness. If you want quality audio, you will need an external microphone. Don't forget there's no audio jack on this iPhone. So, you will need a Lightning to 3.5mm adapter. Different mics give different results, depending on the type of audio you want to record. This shotgun mic captures audio from everything in front of it, but not anything from the sides or behind the microphone. Just listen to this comparison to hear how valuable an external mic can be. The iPhone SE is fast enough to edit 4K video directly on the phone. I use the Premiere Rush app. Create a new project and import the video files. After importing, you will see the videos on the timeline. You can grab to scrub through the video and cut out the parts you want. You can even insert transitions and titles to spice up the video. The app is simple, but it has powerful features. You can even color correct the video. The exposure, highlights, shadows, and color temperature can all be adjusted. But be careful. The more videos you add, the more likely the app is to crash. And the screen is too small to juggle a large amount of video files. You will definitely need some patience to edit complex videos on your phone. But here's a bonus tip to make it easier. Mount your phone on a tripod, so you don't have to hold it during long edits. Those are my tips and tricks to shoot and edit cinematic videos. I hope this shows that even Apple's cheapest iPhone can produce amazing results.